Hey guys, my name is China. Thanks for stopping by my channel. So just recently I did this tribute to the movie B.A.P.S. So we're just gonna jump right in. I got a lot of requests to see how the wig was constructed. So I just bought this human synthetic mix, and as you can see there, I'm heating up the hot glue gun, and I have some chicken wire there in my hand. Say hey to my dog. That's my dog Wisdom. And right now I'm just really shaping the chicken wire. I needed a base, something that wasn't really too heavy, something that would be able to hold on my head and not tilt too much. So the chicken wire actually did a great job. It was only like $2 from Walmart. So then I'm just going in with some bobby pins, and I'm actually securing the chicken wire to the net of the cap of the base of the wig. And I'm just having it on my mannequin head. That seemed to be the easiest way to do this. So I'm just trying to structure it, make sure it's positioned the right way, and then I'm just gonna go in and fill it with some braiding here. I use this B.A.P.S braiding here. The actual product number selection is in my post on Instagram. So I wanted to really take my time with this part, going in slowly with minimal pieces of hair that were sort of transparent that you could see through. That's why I put hair inside the chicken wire so you wouldn't really be able to see through it. It wouldn't be totally hollow. So I'm just continuing wrapping. After I got the base actually secure, I went in with Got to Be Glued just to harden everything up and any frizzy hairs, lay those down. So this is the part where I really feel like people definitely need an assistant. Like my arms were hurting really bad. I was going in with the hot glue gun and the blow dryer, and because you really got to work fast because you don't want it to harden the wrong spot. So now I'm going in with the 24-inch Beauty Bloom weft hair track here from Mady Beauty also. And at this part I'm really just kind of trying to figure out how to position the track around the chicken wire and the bun that I created to allow it to look like a fan. And I knew that the main reason I use these materials is because I know they would be the lightest. They would be the easiest to stand up and hold up. A styrofoam is another option, but it gets really heavy. So this is, I think, a new method or like a new way that would be interesting. So I'm just really sectioning off the hair and then clipping it off. So I started realizing that I needed to use much smaller sections instead of trying to be lazy and do it all at one time. So I'm just like, let me take my time. Let me rest my arms if I have to. So I'm just securing the base of the weft, which is what the hair is like, the thickest line on the track hair, or what some people call extensions. So that's all I'm doing right now. And as you can see, the hot glue, it's drying, but I needed the blow dryer just to dry it down faster and make it hard fast because I didn't want to lose the structure that I had. And I didn't also want to put too much weight on the base of the chicken wire. So it would have been so great to, have somebody that can like hold those pieces of hair like away from you. I really wanted to do this just because when I was a kid, like I remember what it was like wanting to do really creative things for Halloween and not necessarily having, so much money to go and spend on costumes. So it was something that me, my grandma, my mom always did, creating like, different ideas and stuff from home to create Halloween costumes. And especially with the pandemic and stuff like that, people don't have so much money to go and spend all that money on costumes. So for people who decide they want to stay at home and do things at home, I wanted to create some tutorials, especially also some tutorials for black people that we can use, that's based off our culture. So for here, I thought I wanted to go in with the flat iron to harden the hair because it was synthetic, so I thought it would burn together, but it didn't. These synthetic hairs are getting really good where you can use flat irons on them. And again, this was maybe beauty here. So I just started going in with Got to Be Glued and blow drying it. And when I tell you this took so long, because at first I thought I could just, rock out with the hair because it was light. But in actuality, it's pretty heavy if you think about gravity. So I had to, eventually get a different base. So eventually I'll go in, you'll see with the chicken wire, just because it just wasn't working. Anything I tried, like, it was just not sticking. It was just not cooperating. So I'm just like, yeah, I gotta figure something out. No matter how much product I'm using, it's not doing what I needed to do. Just blow drying. And then I was at least able to use just the Got to Be to stick the base of the tracks. So at least I had a little bit of structure for when I actually do go in and set in that chicken wire. Because you see, it starts sticking a little bit, and then I'm like, ah, shit, it fell. And so now, basically, the same idea that I was using with the Got to Be, I started doing the same thing with hot glue. Just because I wanted it to harden as well. The synthetic hairs or the mixed packages can be so soft that I needed some strength. I needed some hardening. So that's what I was really focusing in on with the hot glue gun and the blow dryer. And then, if you can see, I'm using the bottom of a rat tail comb to smooth out the frays and the staticky hairs, because when I was using my hands, it started turning the hair white. And as you can see, I went in and I set the chicken wire, and then I'm like, okay, we in business now. So everything started sticking, everything started going. You feel me? We on a roll now. So I took those, like, it was like a necklace I bought from Joanne Fabrics, and I just cut it and I wrapped it around and hot glued it at the base so it hid, like, all my little messy spots. So here, I didn't really know if this was going to look how I wanted it to, because it was just stud earrings. I didn't glue them in or anything. I just stuck them in the bun. So I'm like, okay, shit, I like this, but sometimes I have to visualize stuff to really see it through. So I'm going to actually take all these earrings out and spray paint the hair, because I really wanted to commit to this look and the skin color and the tone. So I knew the hair color, I wanted it to be brown. So I actually brought spray paint from Joanne Fabrics as well, to actually solidify that color. I didn't want to go through all that dye and all that stuff. So that's what you'll see here. I took most of those earrings out. And then I'm just spray painting our little unit here. And she's giving Mickey. She's giving already. But now we just gotta solidify those details. So I just put all those earrings back in. And yeah, taking out like all the little inconsistencies, the little staticky hairs, laying everything down, making everything look solid. And boop, y'all. Period.